G'day students, we're about to start making our second part for the touch lamp. Make sure you've logged in, you'll get to this screen here. Then we're going to go over and into our project area again, where we're going to go on to making our second part for the touch lamp. So click on touch lamp, click create, and we're going to go with a new 3D design. Wait for this one to load up. Then up the top here, remembering we're going to change the name. We're going to call this the base, and we're also going to add something new this time. We're going to change the size of this work plane here. We're going to go down to edit grid. We're going to click on here and make it 400. That's a double click to change the numbers. So now it's a little bit bigger. We're going to grab the box, bring it over and put it over on this side. You'll see why in a second. We're going to click on this bottom corner here so that we can see the new dimensions. We're going to make this one 210. And if it's in the way here, you can just click this one to move it out of the way. We're going to click this one here and go 240. And now we can see that this is quite a big piece that we're going to make. To make it so we can see the whole thing easily, these buttons over on the side here can help us out with that. This one in particular just zooms it so we can see it. And then we can click it and move it to the center of the work plane where we can see it easily to work on. Alright, so now we've got that. We need to chamfer the edges. Oh, hang on, sorry, we've got one more thing we need to do. We make sure that the height of this is 30. Just make it that little bit taller. So now we need to cut the edges, make a chamfer on the edges. Going down through the basic shapes here, you'll see that there's one called a wedge. We're going to use that one for our to make the chamfers. We're going to need to change a couple of dimensions though. So first, this time, start with the height, and we're going to go 12, and then we're going to start with the width, which is also 12. The length is going to be as long as the long edge here, which is, if you remember, 240. Then we can move this one back in where we can see it, and we're going to make this a negative space, so make it whole. You'll see it'll go sort of clear when that's done. You can also see it's in the wrong space at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this so it fits the right thing, fits the right angles for the top. And I've found if you press negative 90, it'll turn it to the right angle for this front piece here. Now before we continue on, we're going to need 3 of these. So we're going to do a copy. To do copy, it's those buttons up the top here. So you'll see over in the top left, there is one that looks like copy button, and there's one that looks like a paste button. So we're going to paste 2 more, and now we've got 3. And these we're going to fit onto our board. So what you're going to do now is click on one of these first, hold the shift button and click the other part, and then go up here to the align icon, and you'll see all the little handles will come up like they normally do. We can click it so it's up with the top, click it so that it's going to be in the center. Always click the one over in the corner here first, it just gets it in the right spot. Then click center, and then on this back side here as well, we need to make sure that this edge, we need to make sure we've got it on the right space. So I find if we click it to there, and now you'll see it's in the right spot. You'll notice it doesn't matter too much if it's a little bit longer, that's okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to group those 2 together. And you'll see now it's cut the front edge off. We've still got 2 more to do, so we're going to grab one of these, just move it apart like that so it's easier to see. And we need to be able to rotate it. So again, clicking on that button, you'll see that there is the 0 thing here. Click 90. And you'll see it'll turn around to this side here. So which side do you think that's going to attach to? Over this side. That's right. While it's still selected, click shift and on the second item that you want to do, then we're going to press align, and we're going to do the same thing. Make sure it's aligned to the top, then to this edge over on this side. And then I find it easier if we just click it to the back, when it sometimes does it, up there like that. Okay, and you'll see that it's got the chamfer in the right spot. So we'll group those as well, and you'll see now we've got chamfers on 2 edges. So the last one, click on this one, rotate it. Now if the last one was 90 degrees, what's this one going to be? We're going to try 270. And I was wrong. Look at that. Let's do that one again. And we'll try a 180. You've got to press on the button over here though to do it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So this time the edge is going to match that corner over there. Once again, while that is selected, press Shift, click up here to the alignment icon, click it up to the top, click it over to the back, click it over to this edge. And there it is, we have the base. Oh, just one thing, make sure it's selected and then group that as well. If you don't group it, it doesn't see how it's come up nice and neat with no grey lines on it. That's going to be a problem there. So make that one up like that, and we're good to go for the next part.